guest is a judge on Ultimate Summer Cook-Off, and today she is here making one of her signature dishes, barbecue jerk chicken with grilled pineapple slaw. Please welcome back one of our favorites, Jamika Pessoa. Welcome, Jamika.
We're having you back. I love
We're so excited to have you. Carlos and Alexa were so excited about your jerk chicken. They said, we are not going anywhere. We are sticking around for this.
They're ready for the heat.
That's right. And Hallmark star Brittany Bristow is also joining us. We're speaking with her just a little bit about her new movie. Everybody, and Larissa and Maria, we couldn't beat them away either. They said, we want this jerk chicken.
Everybody wants some.
So why is jerk chicken one of your go-tos?
Well, even though I was born and raised in the South, my family's Jamaican, and my dad calls himself the king of jerk. Yes. So I guess that's in a good way.
Along with that.
Don't encourage him, please. But no, he calls himself the king of jerk, so I guess that makes me the princess of jerk.
Oh, I love that.
So that it's always been my go-to, and I've kind of taken his recipe, finessed it a little bit, and just made it my own.
You really have. Have you ever made jerk chicken before?
I haven't, but I understand there are different types of recipes, so I'm interested in this.
There are. Traditionally, there are two different types of methods, and I think people are afraid of jerk chicken because they think it's just supposed to be hot and spicy and just kind of blow your head off. It's not. It's a balance of flavors. So the dry method is just dried spices, so a combination like allspice and garlic and thyme, things like that.
Are they always the same spices?
Traditionally, they have to have garlic and allspice is what really sets it off, and you got to have a little bit of heat in there and thyme. My dad says it can't be Jamaican if there's no fresh thyme in there.
Oh, I love that.
And then there's the wet method, and that's what we're going to do today.
All right, let's get started.
All of our spices here, so lots of cayenne. We have some dried thyme, cinnamon, oregano, and garlic powder. It just kind of gives that warm.
Wait, is all of that going in here?
Yes.
Oh, hold on. Let's not spill that.
In there.
How are we going to do that?
Come on.
Just like that?
Just shake it all in there.
Oh, boy.
It's a lot of flavor.
A fun thing I like to do when I have my guests over, I will make a big batch of these spices and just put them in little baggies, put a little ribbon on it and a label.
Oh, that's a
and then they can take it home with them.
What a nice
Because if not, they'll ask me to make the jerk chicken all the time.
There you go.
I'm like, now they can make it themselves.
There you go.
So we have all of our dried spices in here. Then we add in some green onions, about a half a bunch there.
All right.
Kosher salt and coarse ground pepper.
So a lot of salt. I mean, you put a lot of chicken in there.
Well, there's a lot of salt because people think that marinades, when they taste it without putting on the meat, they're like, oh, it's too salty. It has to have that salt to penetrate through the meat.
Okay.
So don't think when you taste this, you've done something wrong, okay? So we have Dijon mustard here.
Can you use yellow mustard?
You can use yellow, but I like the Dijon. It offers that tanginess to it.
Yeah.
Extra layer.
And then it just helps all those spices cling to the meat. Then we have a little citrus going, so there's orange juice.
Oh, well, give it a little sweetness.
Sweetness, and then lime juice as well, because that kind of mellows out some of the heat. And that's a cooking tip. If you ever overspice something, add a little acid to it, and that'll just kind of balance things out for you.
Can we say this is amazing?
Wow.
What?
Is that right?
Over there.
It's really good. There is a little heat to it, but it's good.
Got a
Well,
kick, but it's
here's
just
what's
enough.
bringing the heat is the Scotch bonnet peppers.
Wow.
It's also it's hot like you, Brian. Look at that. So we'll put this in here too, and I like with the wet method, you can blend everything up together, so that way you get all of the spices.
Oh, wow.
It's a great color.
Nice.
There we go.
Could you put this marinade on anything else?
You definitely can put this on anything, but I will say if you're going to marinate something, make sure it has the bone in and skin on, because I like to marinate for about 4 hours if you can, 24 hours if you really have the time. And we're putting this over chicken wings, but I would not do it over like a skinless, boneless chicken breast because
kind of break it down.
Exactly, all those acids and spices in there, it's just going to break the meat down too quickly.
Can you over marinate? Like, is there for this specifically with the skin and the bone?
For the skin and the bone, I would don't go anything over 24 hours. You've gone. You're just going to start.
Gone too far.
You're going to start cremating your meat once you put it on the grill there. So we'll let that sit. You see how thick that marinade is. It covers everything. And we have some that's already gone here for 24 hours, and we're going to put this right on our grill.
For how long?
We'll cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes, just until it's cooked all the way through on the inside.
All right.
And you should get that
So
nice.
how hot do you want your grill? You know, they usually have a temperature gauge on the front.
Well, yeah, if you're doing a gas grill, of course, that's the easiest. About 350 is what you want to go for. And
can I ask you, do you do it closed or open?
Well, I started off closed because you want to make sure you get that nice sear on the outside.
I find that's the only way to get it to char grill.
There you go.
You have to have it closed.
So we'll put all of this on here.
And then you, I know you usually cook chicken to 165 interior, but do you take it off early? I mean, people worry about it getting dry if you cook it off.
The great thing about this is that even though you're going to 165, that's just the safe point, so you know it's done all the way through. But if you want to stop the coloring, because with all those sugars and spices, it'll start to get brown really quickly. So if you're afraid of it coloring too much, put it off to the cool side of your grill, so you can just get it cooked all the way through, but you still have that nice color so you don't burn it.
And I love that you have some barbecue sauce. Even is any specific barbecue sauce?
Well, this is so flavorful. You can eat it without the sauce, but if you're a saucy kind of girl, which I know you are, Debbie,
a little saucy.
you're very saucy.
I've been called saucy.
You can just have your own store-bought barbecue sauce and put a little bit of the jerk spice in there, a little orange juice, pineapple juice even.
How beautiful is
And
this
then
party?
It smells so good.
It smells
so amazing.
I make this all the time, and the neighbors just start coming over.
I bet.
Once they smell
I
the
bet
grill.
you. The Panavegas will be there in no time.
Absolutely.
Can we talk about ultimate
sauce? That
It's good, right?
so good.
It's good.
So good.
He's already finished.
Let's talk about the ultimate summer cook-off for a moment.
Yes.
Okay, so August 5th is the first episode.
So excited.
What can we expect this season?
All right, so it's a competition show that I'm the judge of, and it is the most amazing, it's mind-blowing with some of the things that you'll see contestants put on the grill, like desserts, appetizers, sauces.
Wow.
You're gonna watch this and be like, I gotta do that when I get home. Like, I was watching on the edge of my seat, like, oh my gosh, are they gonna finish?
And
like,
you're judging it.
I'm judging it. I'm not even competing. It was so intense, and the winner gets $25,000. Yeah, so it goes down all the way to the end. You have
my
to watch it all the
goodness.
way
Oh,
through.
that's
It's such an amazing show.
I don't know where you found the time to come over here and make us this beautiful jerk chicken, not to
I
mention
always-
your pineapple coleslaw. I love this.
Well,
That
I
is
love doing
gorgeous.
this and serving on the side to kind of cut some of that heat, but add a little texture with it. And a lot of people are afraid to grill fruits. They think, oh, I can just do pineapple. You can do watermelon, peaches,
So good.
mango. I do peaches on my burgers now. Get rid of tomatoes.
good.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, it's so much fun. So we've just grilled some pineapple, diced it up, added to some shredded cabbage with red bell pepper,
Adds a little sweetness.
cilantro,
It's
and
just
instead
right.
of doing a mayo base, we did oil and vinegar.
Oh,
so a little
nice. Which
is
sugar,
lighter.
vinegar.
I
yes.
mean, you could have easily eaten this on your gold
on my
medal.
skin.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
your gold medal days.
It's just keeping it a little healthy. If you would like, I would love to serve you.
Oh, we would love to have some. Yes,
Thank you,
please.
yes.
I mean, I can't talk about competitions and eating if I don't feed people. Like, come on, I've got to
That's
feed
beautiful,
you.
all the colors on the plate
It's
as
beautiful
well.
colors, a nice texture, and it will last. So if you're grilling out in the heat, instead of doing mayo, it will last. It has that beautiful crunch, that brightness, and you can use any fruit that you like, really.
Right.
So you
Okay,
guys
here we
grab some
go.
chicken,
I gotta have
dig
this.
in,
Yeah,
get a
I'm
wing,
gonna do it.
dip it in the
Yeah, I'm gonna do a
sauce.
little-
I mean, they're already done. So
Listen,
you guys
I
gotta catch
finished
up.
almost everything on my plate.